I'm high above Salt Lake City, the capital city of Utah, the incredible shrinking state. This, the land of the Mormons, once stretched from central Colorado all the way to southern California. But a skeptical Congress in Washington, D.C. had other ideas. Utah used to look like this, and it was called Deseret, before it shrank down to this. The Salt Lake area was a wasteland when they settled here in 1847, but it was a lot better than the alternative back home. The Mormons started in New York. As they grew, they headed west, but their clannishness got them in trouble, not to mention their practice of polygamy.
The Mormons had a great deal of difficulty getting along with their neighbors and vice versa, and they wandered from upstate New York across the Midwest until finally they decided they would not be safe in the United States at all.
So the Mormons fled the country to find a safe haven in Mexico. But not for long. 1848, the U.S. wins the Mexican War and gains Mexico's northern territory, including the Mormon settlement around Salt Lake. The Mormons, now back in the U.S., try to form their own state called Deseret. It's gigantic, nearly 4 times the size of present-day Utah.
The word Deseret comes from the Book of Mormon, so a religious text for the Mormons simply means honeybee, and it signifies sort of industry, the same way that bees work together to build a hive. Mormons work together to build God's religious kingdom.
When it came to the Mormons, the U.S. government said, no way. Congress renames Deseret Utah after the Ute Indians. The new territory is much smaller than the Mormons planned, but Congress goes even further.
Every time a resource was found, gold or silver, in the Utah territory, Congress would redo the line and take it away from Utah.
1858, miners strike silver to the west. Utah is cut in half to form Nevada, which gets the silver. To the east, there's gold. But Colorado wins the mines, and it too gets a hefty slice of Utah. Finally, Wyoming takes the last bite and gives Utah its notch. But after all this cutting, Utah is still denied statehood.
1890, the Mormons begin the process of abandoning polygamy, and Utah is admitted as a state in 1896.
The Mormons remain deeply linked to Utah. Even the state flag has a beehive on it, the symbol of Mormon culture. And it's that connection to honeybees that gave Deseret its name and shaped the incredible shrinking state of Utah.